Hey guys! So we are back in Gothenburg, and now we are going to I will talk about a little bit what is the hardest about to be a full-time traveler, or what you can say digital nomad. But I was not really a digital nomad. I was a full-time traveler for almost, first one was 6 months, then I went home and worked a little bit, and then I was a full-time traveler for 7 months. But what is the hardest thing about being a full-time traveler? In my opinion, it's different from everyone. For me, it was like, what should I do the next destination? It was very hard to live in the moment. It was the hardest thing for me, to live in the moment. I was always planning ahead. What will I do next? What will I see? So it was a lot of planning that you don't really see when you're just filming, or you watch YouTube videos. It's like, so every day is almost like what should I do next? And I don't want to miss anything when you are in Vietnam, for example. I don't know if I'm going to come back to that country, so I wanted to do everything. So that is one of the hardest things when you're traveling, but it's like a luxury problem. And yeah, the other thing is, can say is like, that is when you're, at least when you're traveling solo. Yeah, you connect with people for like a few days, maybe 1 day, 2 days, maybe a week, and then we say goodbye. We maybe are Instagram friends now, but yeah, we will never meet each other again. I don't think so. It will be fun, but no. Normally, when you come back home, you have your own life. They have your own life. They maybe live in another country, so it's hard to meet up. So this is so hard to say. You say goodbye almost every 3 days. You say goodbye to people that you have had a very good connection with. And when you're back home, you have your friends, you have your community. So that is another thing, that you miss your friends when you're traveling solo. Miss your friends, family. Yeah, that is one of the hardest things when you're traveling solo or traveling for a long time. If you're just traveling for 1 month, you will never think about it. But if you're traveling for more than 3 months, I think, then you get a little bit homesick and you miss your community back home. So I cannot, yeah. I have seen a lot of YouTubers that is like digital nomads that they are solo, and I don't know. Some people, some YouTubers that I have following, they seems very lonely. So it can be a very lonely thing to traveling alone. If you're in a place that you don't really speak the language, it's another thing. It's very hard. Like when I was in Brazil, I love Brazil, but the communication in Brazil was quite hard. Because I don't speak Portuguese and they don't really speak English, or it was like Google Translate for 2 months. Then you can be feeling like like an outsider. So it's always like you never feel like home when you're traveling, and sometimes you don't really feel at home when you're home. So that's another thing. The worst thing is to come back to normal life after you have been traveling for a long time. I'm trying to get back to my normal life, and I've been home for 5 months now, and I really feel like it's the hardest thing to come back to normal life, like get a job, work, and go to like live a normal life, not planning what you will do the next day. So coming home is quite hard. I think it's getting harder when you get older, because your friends have families and you don't really have families. So you feel very, you also feel like an outsider. You feel an outsider when you're in a foreign country. You feel an outsider when you're home, because you don't really you have your friends, but they are busy with their families, their children and everything. So it's quite hard to come back home. And you say that is one of the hardest things, to come back home again. Because when you're traveling, you're in the traveling mood, always in the traveling mood. But other thing is, like, I think it's easier if you're two person, like a couple. You see, feel like easier to traveling. You don't have the loneliness really when you're two people that you can feel when I'm traveling. I'm always traveling solo, almost. At least the last years I have been traveling very solo. Yeah, so I think the loneliness, but it's the same when you're back home in Sweden. It's the same when you're traveling. I think it's more social when you're traveling, actually, because you meet so many people. So the other thing is hard to do. I think the hardest thing is to share everything. If you're traveling on a budget, and then you need to share hostels, like dorm beds, with other people, can be very very exhausting. So sharing everything with stranger. It's easy to share with people that you know, but when you are like in the dorm beds there are 5 or 8 other people, it's not that fun. So living in a hostel is that's quite hard. You get very tired after a while. Doing that for every day for 6 months or 7 months, you get tired after a while. And but otherwise, I think traveling is the best thing in the world. The best thing I have ever done in my life. I try to do some other normal things in life, but it's always like on my mind, where will I go next? So the bad things about traveling is not really so bad. And also now when you have the internet, you have YouTube, when you're sharing videos, you don't feel that lonely anymore. So other bad things about traveling, the worst thing about traveling, it's like waiting can be waiting can be very hard, boring. Waiting for airplanes, waiting for buses, waiting for trains. The best is when you are in Central America, when the buses goes every hour, like very often. So you don't really need to wait. But when I was in Laos, it was like one bus a day to one of the destinations I went to. So I have to sit waiting for that bus for a very, very long time. So waiting is now other thing that is not that fun to do when you're traveling. Cannot really. So planning the next day, never live in the moment, even if you try to live in the moment. But you live more in the moment when you're traveling than when you're home. Because when I am home, I'm always thinking about my next step as well. What will I do next? So it's something I really need to work at, to live in the moment. I always live in the future or in the past, as in. And I think you need to get better to live in the moment. the moment of life. Wow. Yeah, but that's not everything for now. So I will see where we will see each other. Maybe on the street somewhere in Gothenburg, or in this mini hotel, the crappiest hotel in Gothenburg. Or is it? I think so. So don't stay in the mini hotel when you are in Gothenburg. That is my advice. But ciao, 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 ciao.